friends, today I'm bringing you a very interesting fruit actually. Interesting not much from the taste perspective, but it has a scientific research connected to this fruit. This fruit is gaining popularity more and more. I had a friend in Australia actually wanting to sell me seeds of this fruit. And in Florida, we don't have any tree growing and we don't have a farm that sells this fruit. So it's hard to get, but here in Costa Rica, it's pretty common. Although this fruit comes from Philippines, from Southeast Asia, but it's now almost been naturalized here in Costa Rica among the tropical rare fruit growers. These fruits we got from Don Carlos farm, and Don Carlos was kind enough to give us these fruits to try so that our viewers can see what the fruit looks like and what it tastes like. But before that, if you want to know something about the Kepel tree, how the fruits are growing in the Kepel tree, and how long does it take for the fruits to grow, whether one should grow from seed or whether it has to be grafted, all the information is, we're putting up a link there. Please click there. It's also as important as tasting the fruit, so please visit the link as well. So this is the size of the fruits that we were seeing, and the fruits were all over the tree, and one tree will produce a lot of fruits, so you wouldn't need many trees if you are growing it just for tasting for yourself and your family. The scientific research back to this is that this fruit promotes the growth of a certain bacteria called bifidobacterium, which helps in the intestinal microbiome. Very important. You must have heard a lot about probiotic, how they're important to keep the intestinal digestion good and all the microbiome good. So bifidobacterium is one of the bacteria that promotes the microbiome in the intestine. So it's very, very good for your whole system. I think one of the old videos I talked about how the gut microbiome controls different neurotransmitters in the brain, dopamine, serotonin, and all these neurotransmitters are needed because imbalance of those causes diseases like Parkinson's disease, schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's disease, all caused by imbalance of these neurotransmitters. And these neurotransmitters are in turn balanced by your gut bacteria. So bifidobacterium is one of those bacteria, and this fruit actually promotes the bifidobacterium. This fruit is also very popular in Indonesia and all around the world because it is said that eating this fruit will make your sweat and all the body secretions pleasant and aromatic. So it's called fruit of royalty in southern Indonesia because it used to be planted around the royal palace, in front of the main gate of the royal palace, because it's almost like a holy fruit there. So from outside you won't get any aroma. Yeah, this one has a pleasant. This one has a very pleasant aroma to it. Hard to describe or pinpoint what exactly it is, but it looks like a ripening like sandalwood like perfume. So I'm going to cut this. Looks like the tip is up here. We'll make a small cut there and make a longitudinal cut. There will be a couple of seeds inside, so I'm hoping I won't need to cut through the seeds. Okay, so here we have lots of seeds inside. Just to get a taste of it, so I decided to cut this through the skin and take the whole skin out. Like, it comes out pretty easily. Probably there are different ways of cutting it, but let's try this way and see if we can get the maximum flesh. Okay, so this is the edible portion. I took the skin off. The sweetness is mild. There's not a lot of sweetness. There is a combination of flavor. A little bit of banana. I'm comparing it with the fruits that I have already eaten, so it does have a little floral taste to it. A little mild banana, a little bit of persimmon, a little bit of bitterness to it, which kind of reminds of persimmon. As you go closer to the seed, the taste becomes more complex and sweeter. This one, although it's mild, it has lots of different flavors going on. I think it's a good fruit. It's a tasty fruit. So I really like it. Lots of seeds obviously, but there is flesh as well, and it's easy to peel, easy to grow. The tree taste is refreshing, sweet, mild, papaya, persimmon, a little bit of bitterness, but not very bitter, just a hint of bitterness. If you go closer to the seed, the consistency changes. It becomes more liquidy, more milky taste, and the consistency also becomes soft and juicy. More and more you taste, you find some hints of coconut here. I told already some hints of banana, and you could argue that there is some papaya like undertone, but it's not as strong papaya taste as we had in Chupa Chupa. This is more banana and more floral, fruity taste to it than Chupa Chupa. But I really like it, so I wouldn't be ranking all the different fruits that we've been tasting, but I think this would come in one of the trees that we would be considering planting in our backyard. The tree is really not that huge, and it starts to produce in 2-3 years when it's just like 8 to 10 feet tall. So thanks for watching. We'll be bringing a couple more fruits from this area. This is July, so it's not even the peak season for tropical fruits. We have 2 more months, and September would be where we will be tasting mangosteen, the Garcinia mangostana, the queen of fruits, pulasan, langsat, lots of different chempedecs. So we have a lot of different fruit tastings. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, and keep watching, keep moving forward together with us in this fruit adventure.